Have you ever wondered why some odors seem to linger no matter how often you shower? What if I told you that 99% of that so-called old people smell could be completely eliminated by simply cleaning a few hidden spots on your body that no one ever talks about? In this video, we're going to uncover 5 secret areas where odor tends to build up quietly over time, and how giving these areas just a little extra attention can make all the difference in helping you feel fresher, cleaner, and more confident each day. This isn't about using fancy soaps or expensive sprays. It's about knowing where to focus when you wash. Places that often get overlooked, but that can contribute the most to the smells we're trying to avoid. And here's the best part. Once you know what these spots are and why they matter, you can make a big change with just a few simple steps added to your normal routine. So I encourage you to stay tuned until the end, because this knowledge could not only help you feel better about yourself, but might also change the way you care for your body for good. Now let's get started. Number 1, behind the ears. One of the most overlooked areas when it comes to personal cleanliness, and one of the most common hidden sources of body odor, is the spot right behind the ears. This small area tends to be warm, and it can quietly collect sweat, natural oils, and dead skin without you realizing it. Over time, that buildup can create a distinct smell that lingers even if you're bathing regularly. What makes this spot so tricky is that it's easy to miss during your daily routine. When we wash our face or hair, we often focus on the more obvious areas, and behind the ears just doesn't always get the same attention. A gentleman named Charles, who's 77, shared how he started noticing that no matter how often he showered or changed his clothes, there was still a faint odor that seemed to follow him. His daughter gently pointed it out one day, and together they discovered that the area behind his ears hadn't been getting fully cleaned. Once he began gently washing there with a warm washcloth and a bit of mild soap each day, that lingering smell disappeared almost overnight. His story is a reminder that sometimes the simplest solutions can have the biggest impact. What's important to understand is that this area produces sebum, the natural oil our skin makes to stay soft and protected. While sebum is necessary, it can build up, especially behind the ears where air doesn't circulate as freely. That buildup, combined with sweat and tiny bits of debris from the environment, can create an odor that sticks around. And because it's so close to the scalp and hair, the smell can even seem like it's coming from your hair or skin overall, when it's really this small hidden area. Family members or friends might also notice this type of odor before you do. It's not always easy to pick up on our own scent, but loved ones might mention it in a kind way. If they do, consider it an opportunity to take a closer look at these small areas that are so often forgotten. By being open to these gentle reminders, you can feel confident that you're doing everything you can to stay fresh and comfortable. The great thing about addressing this is that it's simple and quick. Once you make it part of your daily habit, it becomes second nature, and you'll likely find that you feel cleaner overall, with a newfound confidence knowing that you've tackled one of the most common hidden sources of lingering odor. Number 2, the back of the neck and hairline. Another spot that many people don't realize can quietly contribute to lingering odor is the back of the neck, especially along the hairline. This area tends to be where sweat, natural oils, and tiny bits of dirt or hair products collect over time. Because the back of the neck is often covered by collars, hats, or longer hair, it doesn't get as much air, and moisture can stay trapped there longer than you might think. That combination of warmth, moisture, and buildup creates the perfect conditions for odor to develop. What's especially tricky is that this odor can be subtle at first. You might not even notice it yourself, but over time, the smell can become more pronounced. And because it's so close to the hair and clothing, it can seem like the smell is coming from your whole head, or even your clothes, when it's really this one small area causing the problem. A man named Edward, who is 73, shared how he was puzzled by a faint, musty smell that seemed to follow him no matter how often he washed his clothes or changed his shirts. His granddaughter gave him a hug one day and asked gently if he'd been out working in the yard. That's when he realized the smell was coming from the back of his neck, where sweat and oils had been building up unnoticed. With just a little extra care during his daily wash, the smell was gone within a few days. The back of the neck is one of those places that's easy to rush over when washing. When you're shampooing your hair or washing your face, it's natural to focus on the front and sides, but the back, especially right where the hairline meets the neck, can get overlooked. And if you wear hats often or have longer hair, this spot is even more likely to hold on to sweat and oils that contribute to odor. And don't forget that small steps add up. This isn't about scrubbing or using harsh products. It's about thoughtful care, taking a moment to focus on a spot that so often gets overlooked. That simple act can help you feel cleaner, fresher, and more comfortable in your day-to-day life. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now listen, let's move forward. Number 3, under the breasts or folds of skin. One of the most common but least talked about areas where odor can quietly build up is under the breasts or in other skin folds, like around the stomach or sides. These areas are naturally warm and often stay a little damp from sweat or moisture throughout the day, even when we think we've dried off well after bathing. The trouble is, that combination of warmth and moisture creates an ideal environment for bacteria to grow. And as bacteria break down sweat and oils, they produce odor. What's especially challenging about this is that you may not notice it yourself at first. The smell can start out very mild, but over time it becomes stronger, especially on warm days or if you've been active. And because these areas are hidden under clothing or skin folds, the odor can seem like it's coming from your whole body rather than just one specific spot. A woman named Linda, who's 75, shared that she kept wondering why she didn't feel as fresh as she used to, even though she was showering every day. When her daughter gently mentioned a faint odor one afternoon, they took a closer look and realized that the area under her breast wasn't getting completely dry after washing. Once Linda began patting that area dry with a clean towel after every bath and using a soft cloth to clean it thoroughly, she noticed a huge difference. What's important to remember is that these areas are easy to overlook simply because they're out of sight. but giving them a little extra care takes only a moment during your bath or shower. Using a soft washcloth with warm water and mild soap in these folds can help keep the skin clean and free from the oils and bacteria that cause odor. And afterward, gently drying these spots with a towel, being careful not to rub too hard, can help keep moisture from lingering. If you wear bras, undershirts, or support garments, it's a good idea to make sure they're clean and dry as well. Sometimes these items can trap moisture or oils and contribute to the problem. Changing them regularly and choosing breathable fabrics can help keep you comfortable and fresher throughout the day. And remember, this isn't about complicated routines or special products. It's about adding one small habit to your daily care, one that can make a world of difference in how you feel and how comfortable you are in your skin. Taking that moment to focus on these hidden areas helps protect your skin, reduces odor, and gives you peace of mind. Number 4, the navel, belly button. Another spot that often escapes notice and that can quietly contribute to lingering odor is the navel or belly button. This small hollow is easy to forget during a shower or bath, but over time it can collect sweat, dead skin, lint, and even tiny bits of soap or lotion that didn't rinse away. Because the navel is slightly enclosed, especially if you have a deeper belly button or a bit of a tummy, it stays warm and can hold on to moisture. That creates the perfect environment for bacteria and yeast to grow. And as they break down the materials trapped there, they create odor. Many people are surprised to learn just how much this small spot can contribute to overall body odor. You might notice that even after putting on fresh clothes and feeling clean, there's still a faint smell that seems to follow you. A gentleman named Harold, who is 80, shared that he kept noticing a musty smell and couldn't figure out where it was coming from. He tried changing soaps, laundering his clothes more often, and even switching deodorants. It wasn't until his wife suggested he gently clean his belly button with a washcloth that he discovered the source. Within a few days of adding that simple step to his routine, the odor disappeared. The good news is that caring for this area is easy. A soft washcloth with warm water and mild soap is all it takes. There's no need to scrub hard. In fact, gentle cleaning is best to avoid irritation. After washing, patting the area dry helps prevent moisture from lingering and creating an environment where bacteria can thrive. For many seniors, simply adding this small step to a daily shower or bath makes a remarkable difference in how fresh they feel. It's also worth noting that if you wear garments that cover your midsection closely, like support belts or high-waisted pants, these can contribute to warmth and moisture around the belly button. Making sure those garments are clean and dry helps too. And if you've been working outdoors, gardening, or enjoying an activity that makes you sweat, giving your belly button a quick clean afterward can keep odor at bay. Family members might notice this kind of odor before you do, since it can be subtle at first. If someone close to you mentions it, try to see it as a caring gesture, a gentle reminder to check an area that's easy to miss. By responding with small, thoughtful steps, you can feel confident and comfortable knowing you're addressing one of the most common hidden sources of body odor. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now listen, let's move forward. Number 5, between the toes. One of the final hidden areas that can quietly contribute to lingering body odor is between the toes. This spot is often overlooked during daily washing, yet it's one of the warmest, dampest places on the body. Especially if you wear socks or closed-toe shoes most of the day, moisture gets trapped here easily, and that warm, damp environment provides the perfect conditions for bacteria and fungus to grow. As they break down sweat and natural oils, they create a distinct odor that can spread beyond just your feet. What makes this area especially challenging is that even people who are careful about washing their feet may not always take the time to gently clean between each toe. A man named George, who's 78, shared that he noticed a sour smell that seemed to linger no matter how often he changed his socks or aired out his shoes. He tried foot powders and sprays, but the odor persisted. Finally, after his podiatrist suggested washing carefully between each toe with warm water and mild soap, and then drying thoroughly, he saw a big improvement. That small change helped him feel fresher and more confident throughout the day. It's important to understand that this odor doesn't happen overnight. It builds up gradually as moisture and dead skin collect between the toes, creating a hidden pocket where bacteria and fungus can thrive. And because the smell can cling to shoes, socks, and even the surrounding skin, it can seem like the odor is coming from your whole foot or your footwear, when it's really coming from this one small area. Caring for this spot is simple. When you bathe or shower, take a moment to gently wash between each toe. A soft washcloth or your fingers work well, and there's no need to scrub hard. The key is to be thorough and gentle. After washing, pat your toes dry with a clean towel, making sure no moisture is left behind. If you have trouble reaching your feet, there are long-handled tools and soft brushes designed to make this easier and safer. It's also helpful to let your feet breathe when possible. Choosing socks made of natural, breathable fabrics and rotating your shoes so they have time to air out can make a real difference. And if you notice any redness, itching, or peeling, it's a good idea to check in with your doctor, as these can be early signs of a fungal infection that's easy to treat when caught early. Loved ones might notice this type of odor before you do, especially if you've been active or if the smell clings to carpets, slippers, or other soft surfaces. If they mention it, try to take it as a gentle nudge to give this small but important area a little more attention. A few extra seconds each day can make a world of difference in how fresh and comfortable you feel. Final thoughts. As we wrap up this video, I hope you'll take a moment to reflect on the 5 hidden areas we've talked about today. Which of these spots surprised you the most? Was it the back of the neck, the navel, or maybe behind the ears? Sometimes it's the smallest places that make the biggest difference. And the good news is, with just a few extra seconds during your daily care routine, you can address these areas and feel fresher, cleaner, and more confident. It's not about fancy soaps or expensive products. It's about thoughtful care and giving attention to the spots that matter most. What's important to remember is that these small changes can make a world of difference in how you feel about yourself and how comfortable you are in your day-to-day life. Whether it's gently cleaning between the toes, wiping behind the ears, or making sure the skin folds stay clean and dry. Each step is a way to care for yourself with kindness. And remember, you don't have to figure this out alone. Your family, your doctor, and your community are all here to support you on your journey to feeling your best. We'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you learned today that you plan to use in your life? Maybe you've decided to add one small step to your daily routine or share what you've learned with someone you care about. Please leave a comment below and let us know. Your thoughts and stories inspire us and help others in this community as well. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.